Coinbase App Store ranking is already top 10, baby dolls. Can you believe it? We are also witnessing something with Ethereum. The ETH-BTC ratio is almost down to 0.034 now. As you can see, it gave back the entire week of gains. That's because Bitcoin has done a shock pump as well up to the higher heavens. This is exactly what we want anyway. We love seeing this type of stuff because it means the cycle is continuing. Now we have the moment where people say, well, I don't want to touch altcoins because Bitcoin's going to go up forever. And then they're going to be in for a rude surprise. Now, friends, this is very concerning, right? You have the App Store ranking. It's now freaking, it hit rank 8. Now it's back around 10. Remember, it marked the top when it was number 1. It marked it in December 2017. It marked it in April 2021. And then around November 2021 as well. So it had a 3 out of 3 strike rate. But once again, we're just believing. I don't care about these signals. Like, if they start hitting it, friends, like, it's just nothing's appearing like they did at the what they did in the past. Things are just, these top signals, when they emerge, it's surprising to me. I thought they would come at the end, but they're not. They're all appearing at the start. But we still have a lot of other top signals to go through. And a lot of people have been messaging me, thanking me for putting this together because, I mean, who else is going to look out for you, friends? So this is my exotic top signal list. Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF, Andrew Tate launches a coin. I mean, look, I thought they were all going to appear at the very end. Clearly they haven't, right? We still have others as we've gone through. The US Congress is self-banning, Ty Lopez returning, Jim Cramer. That Coinbase number 1 App Store ranking, all right? We have a meme coin hitting 100 billion market cap and a project raising 1 billion. So you need all these, right? So it's kind of like saying, okay, well, these things, we're not more than halfway of these things even hitting out. I guess we'll just have to wait some more. Now, you got to remind yourself every day, right? Crypto and your stress level, right? Okay, they're very interesting. Yes, interesting to say the least. Because the stress can be very big, okay? It's a tough life for most. Is it worth it, friends? Is a cute Shiba Inu dog just chilling out here at the bar? So it is stressful, but it's worth it. Of course it's worth it because of Metcalfe's law, right? If you increase the user base, the value of the network of your coin, it goes up as a square function. So if you can get a 10x on the user base, you'll get 100 times the freaking price pump, man. Can you just imagine that 100 times? And you know what? You don't even need a 10x. What about a 5x of the user base? A 5x of the user base. Friends, that is if everyone in the community just recruited one friend every 2 months for a year, you get a value of around 5 or 6 user base increase by the end of the year, and then you get a 25 to 36x price pump. By the way, yes, it's true. If everybody recruited a different person once every 2 months. See how easy it is? Only easy when you're small though, right? Check this out as well. There is no greater insult to a man than insinuating he has a normal-sized brain, okay? It implies he is comfortably swimming in the middle part of the curve. I have a peanut-sized brain. It can be proved on an immutable public ledger called the blockchain, friends. This is Homer Simpson with the clankety-clank in between. So as you get to see now, being a mid-curve, man, you get destroyed in markets because you're trying to predict where the growth is going to be. If there's everybody already stacked on one side, you can't grow by any more definition, can you? I've also got this interesting scheduled post that came out here. When Pulse Chain launched, friends, when Pulse Chain launched, this guy, he dumped his Hex, but he sold it for PUSD, okay, back then. And he dumped his Hex, and it's interesting. He got the PUSDC. He went into public Telegram channels bragging to everybody, saying, oh, you're stupid idiots. I have $290,000 pretty much. But no, he had 290,000 PUSDC. Okay, so, however, this toilet paper handwrite, he thought he was a genius to dump on everyone. But actually looking back now in hindsight, he kind of was a genius because from that point, it dropped another 90%. So I just got to remind you as well, the price on the launch, this is why the 5 cent Hex price is extremely important because that's where it was pretty much launching at. And I can show it to you now. I haven't marked it here, 5 cents. It's very important on the left-hand side, friends. It is extremely important to get to this 5 cent zone. Once we get there, what happens, of course? Then you go for 10 cents. Yes, logically, that's what happens as we move up. Up here, the testnet version 3 Pulse Chain launch pretty much was 12.7 cents, but the actual launch, it was around 5 cents. Now, that's combined price, so it's still about 2.5x away. You also notice as well, Hex is going up and the other calls are going down. Look, friends, is somebody out there selling the calls to rotate into Hex? who has a big mastermind plan? Maybe. Just let it happen. Only the believers are going to make it, friends. Like, to be honest, whether Richard is dumping the other cores to pump up Hex now, it shouldn't concern anybody because you shouldn't be in it to trade anyway. It doesn't matter the path to actually get there. It just matters that it does get there, right? So just trust in the plan, I guess. And by the way, so there's no confirmation in any of these, but I'm just letting you know that even if this was happening, that's why I'm just here to protect you. Even if you discover something like this or you get a sniff of this, it doesn't mean anything bad, okay? It's gonna work out. We have the users, we have the user base growth, you know, Pulse Chain, all the altcoins on there. We have extremely passionate community there. Memes, cults, religions, the archetype is fulfilling itself. As I got to remind you as well, this is the future of your crypto bags. Just keep holding. We are going to make it. So yeah, I know it's crazy. You just don't know the timing, man. Crypto, the altcoins, they go down for 3.5 years and that final year starts to go up. And trust me, there are always people who come out and they say, well, no, people, friends, they want to point at your scars and say, well, you should have learned your lesson from that. But the real the psychopaths, the skits nature of us in crypto, the degens, we get the scars and then we brag about them and then we hold even longer to get more scars. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest of souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. It's actually very true, especially when it comes to Bitcoin early life, because you got to see and got to learn just the price volatility and what it actually did to everybody. It pretty much hardens you. But then it might ossify some people. They're unable to learn from that point because they've made too much money, but that's a good place to be. Remember this video? Shout out to my friend Sommi, a mystical squirrel lives in the mountains. How about that art industry, friends? So this clip, if I remember, let's check it out. The biggest, wealthiest art owners, they will pay schools around the world. They'll donate to their museums and stuff. So this is, yeah, hope you understand the level of shilling, friends. Shilling, it's kind of funny we've like desensitized the word, but everybody shills something. Everyone, friends. And by the way, people shill you fear all the time. They do. That's a position to shill. That's like a stablecoin USD position. But the art industry, you got to learn from this, okay? Memes, cults, religions. Well, not sure if you know this. Now you do, friends. From my videos, remember I told you about this. The biggest, wealthiest art owners, what they will do is they will go donate to schools. Like, you know, young primary schools and high schools and stuff. They'll go donate to the library or they'll help their education. And what they'll do is they will donate to them and then they'll ask them or they'll pay for the education into the children to teach them about the artists of the art that they own. So what a genius level shill that is, because kids are learning the same artists when they grow up and they only know about, you know, a few of them, like the Michelangelos, the Da Vincis, all these other ones, okay? The Picassos. Yeah, who do you think owns all the art? They want you to learn about that. So when you get older, you pretty much, it's in your mind. You know who they are. It's like next level shilling. It's not, but when you think about it, it's on the same level as religion. You see that? Because religion, we're taught, you know, you pretty much get your religion when you're born from your parents. So I'm just showing you that these people who have the biggest wealth, this is the type of stuff that they do, and most people don't know about it. But now with crypto, we do get to see it. And speaking about baby doll shills, I'm going to talk about one of the best hex shillers. You have Mr. Hexologist messaging Brian Armstrong. But check this out, friends. Hexologist took bombs for America, almost lost his leg. Now he shills Hex. Think about it. Just think about it. He literally did. Went to army, went to war. He could have died. Went to died representing America. And it even replies here, it was only my middle leg in one of those crazy places in Japan. Yeah, that's kind of funny. You got to understand just that it's a very funny outcome where Hex, Pulse, and Pulse Chain community, when we rise to the top, there's characters, man. Because, friends, I really see it's like a video game. You can select your character. We have a doctor. We've got a pirate. There's just so many personalities. And the fact that we know them, it means a lot. It means a lot. Now, just think about this. This is the future, right? Because people are promoting their team because there's financial gain there. But it actually is fun, isn't it? It's about network effects. It actually is fun. It is fun. Isn't it fun to get rich? Yeah. It's not just about the money, but you can actually change your life. So people almost like they have to do this. They have to. Think about kids as well. They're 18-year-old kids, friends. I've shown you on CoinFashion Direct. They're trading meme coins, making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah, they're round tripping. They don't know what they're doing. But with the right idea and the right passion, it's the new entrepreneurship, right? You remember, if you were an online e-store type of guy or girl many, many years ago, early Facebook, you killed it because you didn't have much competition, right? But this is the new online e-commerce thing. It's making a meme and getting people in. But of course, you are privy to the macro crypto cycles. Also, got to give you a friendly reminder as well, friends. I'll post this meme over and over and over again. Look, Trump won. Get long the memes, okay? Trump won. Get long the memes. Look in the middle. No, I'm waiting for the revenue sharing fundamentals. Extremely important information to know. I told you already, friends, when it comes to these fundamentals, there are already plenty of examples where they tried to share revenue to the communities many times. It does not increase mind share. It didn't. Okay, there's not product market fit anywhere near as much. It's like it's charity to the community. Okay, they'll buy and hold stuff just because they think of someone else coming. That's it. And if they feel something for it. Handing out revenue, that's a stock market thing, man. And by the way, friends, if you look at Warren Buffett and everyone else, all the greatest investors, they stay away from companies that share revenue because they would rather keep the money and grow. You see, so that's actually another way to think about it. Well, if you're paying out money now, it means you have nothing to do. You can't think of ways to grow the community or the company anymore. Right? Same thing with the crypto coin. You don't actually want to see that. You don't want to see dividends being paid out. What you want to see is more people coming in because there's so much more upside to come. Now, of course, naturally, friends, everyone wants a list. Oh, give me the 10 altcoins to buy and stuff. We'll get to them over time. You've got plenty of time. Plenty of time, right? You should have your G stack all loaded. But in terms of there's a lot of things that are moving, you need the calls to go up and everything else to move. But you don't have to stress too much about it. Pretty much everything's going to start flying. Like if this meme coin super cycle continues, we are ready for things to change, but we'll see. And check this out, friends. If you want a higher reward, you need to take more risk. Taking more risk means you seek information asymmetry that the other market participants don't have. When 200,000 people know the same as you, then you don't have much of a competitive edge in crypto. So there you go, friends. As I mentioned to you, people who want higher reward, you have to take on more risk, okay? What's more risk? It's not price volatility swing risk. No. It's risk that most people, all right, they don't know what's going on, okay? That's actually what risk is. We have no idea about maybe the community. You have no idea, is there even a Telegram? Are people going to rug it? You have no idea, okay, what's going on. And that's when you have the maximum amount of risk at the start. And then how do you lower your risk? Okay, you spend more time in it. You speak to people holding it. You look at it yourself. Maybe go check out the token, see who owns a lot of the tokens, okay? How new is the token? Does it relate to what people want? Once you start to figure this stuff out, your risk is like a bar, friends. It's like your risk threshold, the temperature gauge is getting cooler and cooler and cooler. You don't have high risk anymore because you understand it, okay? The price volatility, you can't control that because look, here's the thing. Look what happened with Giga, for example, friends. Giga, one of the Morad meme coins on the super cycle, you had that guy who got hacked from one of the wallets and then it dumped like 85%. Because he got a Trojan on his wallet, he lost everything, like $3.5 million in an unfortunate incident. Okay, but if you're measuring by risk, you would have maximum risk on that because the thing dropped 85% in like a second. You see what I mean? But that's not the real way to do these because by definition, look what has the least amount of risk, friends, of something that maybe doesn't even move US dollar, but you know you're losing purchasing power every year. Okay, so if everyone knows the same information, then where's your edge? That's what it comes down to. That's why it's an advantage, friends. It's a feature for people. Pulse Chain's not listed on any tier 1 exchange. We're trying to message Coinbase, hey, can you list us? Kraken as well. It's not listed. That's a big feature, all right? And all these other key information in asymmetries that we discover along the way. Yeah, that the market doesn't react to them immediately once it finds out. But they're layers of edges like an onion, friends. Keep stacking the edges and eventually get that big slingshot leverage that we are looking forward to. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button all. Catch you in the next one.